open, fellas. We live, by the way. I got a question I want to ask. You get $100 million, $100 million,
Yes.
but you have to spend one full NFL season as a starting quarterback for the worst team in the league, and you have to finish the season, or else you get nothing. Think you could do it?
Awesome. I mean, I'm going to try.
I mean, well, Giants are close enough.
Like
So who's the worst?
we can't get
No,
injured.
you miss a game, that's it.
I'm just gonna fall every time I see one of them at me.
I'm going to try my
He's
best.
gonna leave with a
We're gonna be running quarterback kneels the whole game,
bruised skull and a bruised ego.
You ain't gotta do that shit.
handing the ball off.
We're gonna be like the 49ers when they when Brock Purdy tore his shoulder up. We're just gonna hand the ball off.
Yes, I'm
A
gonna go.
Some
Do
jet
I get to pick the
sweeps.
team?
Hey,
I
our
get to
running
pick
back
the
is gonna
team?
have to be really good.
It's got to be one of the Jets bad.
So then, I mean, we'll be the quarterback of who? The
Raiders,
Raiders?
So,
Jets.
Can I go with the Giants? They was bad, right?
They were bad.
Hey, yeah, I think Ashley Jenkins can save me.
That's what Geno
Giants
Smith
bad?
thought too.
Hey.
Duh.
And I'm telling y'all, John Harbaugh, I feel like they're gonna be something special in the next 2 years. They'll make a little bit of noise next year. That second year, they'll make a jump.
I'll have the
Exactly.
record for quickest release ever with a 0.5 seconds as soon as I touch that ball. It's got
Coach, I'm not getting under center. I'm
Yeah.
not doing it. So quit asking.
Nope. Out of shotgun. Yep.
They're gonna have you doing the tush push.
I think I
Three-step
go out
drop.
there and throw it.
Oh, I go.
I
Three-step
go out
drop.
there and bubble out.
I say, is Zach Dow
Right,
about to
check
punt
down
on
to the
first
running back.
down? No, Coach, that's just where he line up in the gun.
Let's kick it.
He's 14 yards back.
Why is he 10 yards
Now,
back?
here's a guy.
Now here's the guy,
All right, people.
Coach.
Welcome back to Stirring the Pot. The Winter Olympics are heating up, but don't think we're going to talk about it very much. We Texas boys, we don't know anything about no snow. I don't expect no hockey talk, curling, but we're all going to take things to the hardwood, talk about some basketball. It's been a while, fellas. We're getting the nut cutting
Yes.
time. The NBA is separating contenders from pretenders. March Madness is around the corner too. And I guess we can go ahead and unpack what happened in the Super Bowl and figure out what the hell that meant to next season. But we're going to start with the league that has probably the most volatile stuff going on right now, and that's the NBA. Past the halfway point of the season, it's almost all-star. You can't hide anymore. Either you're elite or you're not. You're living off of November or you're putting up numbers right now. Jay, I'm going to kick it to you. Give me one team right now in the league that you think is real and one that's fake.
Team that I think is real. It's gonna be the Detroit Pistons.
Okay? Kay Cunningham and them boys.
That was definitely my
And
answer.
a team that I think is fake is probably gonna be the Boston Celtics.
Is Jason Tatum ever going to play basketball again?
They've been playing good. They've been playing really good.
He
They've been
coming
playing
back.
really good. But I think in the playoffs, once they get in that 7-game stretch and they gotta play somebody, I don't think they're gonna do very well. I think they're gonna be a first round exit.
So you don't think Derek White can carry them to the NBA Finals is what you're telling me?
No, I don't think so.
Smart man. Cole, who you got? Give me one real and one fake.
What's interesting to me right now is Cleveland. I know they just picked up James Harden, but Cleveland before the James Harden trade defensively was elite.
Yes.
So James Harden don't have to come in there and play some big defensive role because he wasn't going to do
That's
that
what I'm
anyway.
saying.
But you had a great defensive team with somebody, and they're already winning with somebody who can produce offensively like James Harden can. If the mesh goes right and the chemistry is there, they're very scary, I think, going forward. And Donovan Mitchell's elite. I hate to see Darius Garland out of there because I thought he was super electric, but I mean, it just depends on what version of James Harden you get. And I feel like every year it's a different version of him. So I'll be curious to see, but I like Cleveland a lot. And Jay, I did not hate the Detroit pick. I think they're young. They ain't scared to get out there and scrap. And that means with dukes up or for loose balls, it don't matter. So I like that pick. It's going to be hard for me to see somebody beat Oklahoma City in a 7-game series.
For sure.
I mean, the smart pick would obviously be them. Yeah, that's the smart pick. But I like Cleveland. I like Cleveland a lot. And I'm going to have to redact something I said earlier this year. I liked San Antonio a lot. I liked them a lot. And Victor Wembanyama come out, on fire. But I feel like he got very, very exposed when he played the likes of Zion Williamson. And since then, people have been
killed him.
Killed him.
But it
And I
ain't
feel
that many Zion's in the league, man.
There's not.
No.
But what I feel is a lot of teams are
business.
starting to kind of go at Vic, and because he's weak. I mean, he's supposed to be weak. He's 8'12". He's 122 pounds, and he long, man. But he is not a physical specimen yet. Now, can he get on that Giannis plan and change the whole dynamic of, his career and the forward plans for the Spurs? Maybe, but I listened to a podcast. I think it was with Jason Williams and them on whatever podcast that is that they do for like Barstool. And he was talking about like European players. They're super skilled, but they're not very tough. I think when he said that, I started thinking. We sit here and think about Luka. He's not a tough basketball player. He's a skilled basketball player. Jokic, same way. Very good, but no, ain't nobody scared of him. Rudy Gobert, people hate him and go at his throat every chance they get. So, I don't know, man. I hope that Vic don't turn to be a better Rudy Gobert, but I don't know, man. I think they start off real hot, and I could see them starting to fizzle a little bit. So that's where I'm at.
Only on Stirring the Pot will you hear Victor Wembanyama compared to Rudy freaking Gobert. I can't believe you with that. Can't believe you with that.
He's Rudy Gobert with a jumper.
Boy. We're going to let you make it today. Zach, who you got? Give me one real and one fake.
So that's pretty crazy that you mentioned that, and we didn't have this in the doc, but I got to disagree with Cole. The real team, and I hate the Spurs, but I got to go with the San Antonio Spurs, man. They got a young core out there with Wemby, Kelton. So they dropped Jeremy Sohan, which I was very sad to see. I talked to my little San Antonio Spurs friend, and he was telling me that Kelton Jackson's carved out a nice role, and they just see no need for him. They got a young core of guys that can. It's almost it. I'm not going to compare it to OKC last year because they were probably a little bit more dominant, but it's very similar in that they're young, they're hungry, and they got guys that can go. And for the team that I think is fraudulent, it's probably pretty obvious. And I hate to say it also, the Lakers, man. They got an MVP runner in Luka, but with LeBron's age showing, what are they, 8 games behind first? I think they're just coasting to make the playoffs and try to make a run at it. But I just don't see it, man. So, yeah, I got the Lakers as a fraudulent.
Yeah, we gonna get into a little bit of envy.
You used to get all A's in schools, didn't you, Zach?
Why I say that?
You went there with the most political answer I've ever heard.
What do you mean?
Oh, the Spurs look really great. Oh, the fraudulent team's the Lakers.
I hate the Spurs, man. I'm a Rockets fan.
Give me the Spurs for 600, Alex.
But you know who I hate more than the Spurs? The Dallas Mavericks.
I think we can all agree that the Mavericks kind of...
Cole is a Mavericks fan.
Zach, let me ask you this. You say you're around with Spurs. Spurs, Game 7.
We're not... Time out. We're not starting
Game 7. No. Don't run. Don't run.
Oh, shit.
Game 7 on the road. San Antonio Spurs are in Denver. Can they do it?
God, Game 7. Joker may pull something.
Nah, gonna pull something, all right.
You got it. I got to see it before I believe it.
See,
yeah.
But now that what I said is starting to make sense. You're saying no to Denver.
Joker's going to have his way with him.
Yeah, so what's he going to do versus OKC, who's also in the West?
I'm talking about dark horses that I like, man, who haven't been good in a long time.
That wasn't the question, but go ahead.
Well, I answered it.
Buddha, who you got? Give me a real and one fake.
Okay.
Hold on.
Okay. Who do you think could win it all? Give me the Oklahoma City Thunder, man. I know a lot of people aren't really picking them this year, but I'm in on it.
I didn't say OKC. I said Cleveland.
I'm saying, I mean, that's the answer you want. Give me the Thunder. No one really knows about them yet.
That's a hell of a dark horse.
The real team I'm going with is I'm gonna go with the Rockets.
My boy.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm riding with the Rockets. They third in the West behind the Spurs and OKC. And I mean, who would have thought that? I mean, after they lost Fred VanVleet, like they don't really have nobody to run point guard, but they making it work over there. And I like the way the Thompson, he's playing good. Of course, Sengun, he's probably not the next Joker, but he put up type of numbers like him, an easy triple-double. He's getting off, and you can never count KD out. Once KD's on, he's on, and he's probably one of the best pure scorers we'll ever see.
Ever.
Yeah. So
Can't argue
I
with
like
that.
them as the real team, and they third in the West right now. So I mean, they doing pretty good. And the fake ones for me is the 76ers. You got Joel Embiid, you got Paul George, you got Tyrese Maxey, you got the rookie VJ. But they got. I feel like they ain't what they used to be. And Tyrese Maxey can score and get a bucket whenever he will, but Joel Embiid, he don't know how to show up in the playoffs. It's Paul George, ain't no Indiana Paul George no more. So I think they switched him for that, and when they traded him or Shea for Paul George and Shea, I don't know. Is that what happened? They made a stupid trade anyway, so let Shea go anyways. But the 76ers are the fake team for me.
But isn't Paul George still suspended right now?
Yeah.
That's right.
BJ Edgecombe,
Playoff
though.
P.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be the real deal.
He's not even the best rookie in the league. So what are we talking about?
Oh God,
Real deal.
boy, you gonna have time to.
You gotta,
who's the
You
best?
know he got to gobble
with Cooper.
Cooper
Who do you think the
Flagg's meat. Give him a second.
Is it close?
Yeah, it's very close. Cooper is the guy in Dallas. BJ's like the number 3.
Why?
That's how the Dallas was
Why?
not a very
Because
good
they're
team
paying
when they
Joel
drafted
Embiid
Cooper.
a lot of money to
Okay.
be mediocre and cry every game.
How do you feel about the AD trade?
No. Pause. Are we really sitting here saying VJ Edgecombe better than Cooper Flag?
No, I'm saying I'm a BJ Edgecombe fan above Cooper Flag. Yes.
But who's better?
Oh, VJ 10 out of 10.
You heard what he said.
Ooh,
10 out of 10. He stood on that. 10
Yeah,
toes
that's
down.
fine. That's opinion.
That's not that's not
Is
an
that-
opinion.
It's
Is that
my
what the-
opinion.
Okay, if it is, it's
Is
a
that what the
dumbass
kids
opinion.
call
then.
rage bait?
Hey, I'm writing.
It's what he's doing, and he's elite at it.
What are you
What were
talking
you
about?
at? What were you asking? How do I feel about the AD trade?
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks for
Okay.
coming.
Who exits the
put-
game
he
more, AD or 76ers?
Joel
guy?
Embiid,
Joel, ooh.
Yeah, sorry, Joel Embiid.
AD,
I'm
Kidding.
gonna say
I've
AD.
never seen.
street clothes.
I'd never seen a guy go to so many cities and just get to sit floor seats on the NBA bench and just never play. There's a reason why in our group chat we call him
Street
street
clothes.
clothes because I forgot what he looked like in a jersey.
And it'll be the most like somebody just brushes up against him. Oh, he's torn his shoulder in half. He'll be out for 6 months. Like, what? It'll be the most minimal contact.
Like when Laurie
And make no
Martin
mis-
bumped into him and he messed up his finger. Like that didn't look nothing.
And make
serious
no
in the bed.
mistake.
That's crazy.
Make no about it. I'm a big Kentucky
Very
guy
talented.
when John Calipari
Yes.
was there, and when AD came out the draft, and when his his only year in college, and then came out in the draft, I thought AD was the next.
Yes,
him.
we all did.
There was nothing that he couldn't do. But coming out of college, he was just like a defensive guy. Like in the national championship game, I think he had like 10 points, but he had like 89 rebounds and 58 blocks. So I was like, okay, he's going to be a great defensive player. And then he started scoring 30 a game. And then now I just can't never see him on the floor. So it's nothing to do with his skill set or anything like that. It's the fact your best ability is availability, and his is a 0.
Nah, for real.
0.
That Pelican AD was different though. Man, that was different.
Yeah, we mentioned
Ever
Well,
since
where did he
left
go?
there.
Washington?
Yeah, he'll
Yeah, he
waste
was
away
Washington.
over there with Westbrook.
Yeah, but I was reading this ESPN report where they're like, are the Wizards like tanking on purpose? Because I think he might sit out the rest of the year, and then Trae Young's up and down, so they're really bad, and then they come back next year with a high draft pick, and you have AD and you have Trae Young.
And you got Alex Sarr too, that rookie. Is he a rookie or this is his second year?
Excuse me, you have AD for about 22
Yes.
games, and then
we mentioned Joel Embiid a little while ago and that here damn MVP that he got. I want to ask you guys, as far as the MVP race goes, do we see the best player actually win MVP usually, or is it just the best story, like the best storyline?
are we talking about in the
Just
NBA
generally
specifically?
speaking, yeah. Every year it's like there's a favorite that the fans have, and then whoever votes on the NBA. I don't know if it's like at the NFL where it's like the media votes or who it is, but like that that year, honestly, LeBron could have won for like 10 years straight. Should have won for 6 or 7
Yeah.
straight. Joker, you can argue for him every single year. Last year, I think he deserved it. So I ask, are we voting for the best player or are we voting for the best story? Because last year you had Shea on the best team doing what they did in OKC. The young guys, they're fun, they're high energy. We like watching them. Like, does that kind of stuff help with the MVP voting, or do you think they actually get it right?
I think that we need to pay attention to the context of the word most valuable player. Does OKC win a championship without Shea? No.
True facts. True facts.
So I at least get that part. It's them years where the team doesn't win a championship and somebody does win the MVP. So now are we going off of offensive statistics? Like, I don't really know what the criteria is for MVP because, like you said, there's so many times where statistically speaking, he's not the best, but he was maybe on the best team and pretty good. So if that's the criteria, we need to know. And it's starting to become like the NFL Hall of Fame. Like, what's the criteria to get in? People like you, or you got the best numbers?
It changes every year.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It changes every year. Because like Wolf said, LeBron, there was a stretch where he would have been MVP for 5, 6, 7 years.
And voter fatigue, they got to make new.
But people get tired of that. Yeah.
I mean, because I'm a big Steph Curry fan too. He could have won that for a decade.
100%.
You know, I mean, so
Yeah.
Jay, if you had to cast a vote today,
criteria
who's
changes.
your MVP?
Who's my
As
MVP
of
today?
right now, this moment.
Fly the flag.
Man, I don't think you can go wrong with SGA.
One more time.
I said I don't think you can go wrong with SGA. But
Yeah, he's up there.
if I wanted to pick somebody, if I was picking, be Cade Cunningham.
I like it.
I don't.
Why? Because it's not Cooper Flag?
I don't.
Yeah, fly the flag, Cole. I'm going to go with what?
I like Cade, especially because he went to school in Texas and he's from here. So I like Cade Cunningham a lot. I think he's super electric. But damn it, boy. Guys, say what you want. He's on a bad team. Cooper Flag is in the mix.
Bye. You just got done saying.
Flag
You
is in
just
the
got
mix.
done talking about SGA.
If we're are we going for a good story? We going off numbers. I need to know. I need to know.
Cooper Flag to you? What is Cooper Flag?
You got to be winning, bro.
Give him Rookie of the Year.
Okay, so is that the criteria? Okay, so he's winning Rookie of the Year?
I think so.
You got to have a good year. Your team got to be winning.
Thank you.
Winning Rookie
That's all I
of the
need to know.
We used to see.
Not VJ Edgecombe?
No, sorry.
We'll see.
We used to see like Michael Jordan and on a few occasions LeBron. They would be, scoring champion, first team All NBA, and like first or second team All Defense too. You never see that anymore. I think Joker may have been second or third team one of his MVP years. Does it matter anymore? Does defense matter at all in MVP voting?
It's all about points.
I mean, we saw James Harden win an MVP, so I guess that was a stupid question.
Yeah, you don't see the star players play real defense anymore, man.
I just looked it up. SGA right now is damn near averaging 31 points a game. Conversation.
How many games has he missed though?
I said it, but
he's out for a couple. He got an abdominal something.
I know he missed a few. I just wasn't sure how many.
And they done lost a few to like the Pacers. They should have won. Like that's games like they still winning without him. I'm not saying like you can take him off that team and they just go downhill. Like they done played so long together. Like they can miss him for a few times. Like they lost against Houston, which that's expect. You ain't got your main player. Houston is Houston, and they was still a close game. But I feel like he can miss not the whole season, but they can miss he can miss these games and they still win without him. And like you take Joker off the Nuggets, they look totally different. OKC really don't miss a beat without SGA. That's what I'm saying between the Joker and the SGA.
in the regular season.
In the regular season. Thank you, Jay.
Joker was going to be my pick.
I would hate
reason
I would hate to see both of them.
There's no wrong with Joker either.
Never.
Yeah.
No, them's like 1 or 2.
I mean, Buddy's damn near averaging the triple double.
Yeah. If you take him off the Nuggets, like Dominique said, they're abysmal.
Big difference.
Yeah.
No doubt.
He's so slow though, man. He scores slow. He moves slow. I was watching highlights of him on TikTok today.
Doesn't matter.
Reminds me of me back in the day.
God.
Just a sure thing, huh?
Just a bucket giver, man.
The sure thing.
Everybody involved.
You used to ride horses or something like him, or what?
No, I don't ride no horses on the court, man.
You from Yugoslavia?
I can go do my bucket whenever I want to. I can get everybody involved. Just depending on, I just let the game come to me. Whatever happens, just happens.
Wolf, can you move us along because
I'm about to
like
just
we're
end the
like-
show because
this turned into stand-up.
this shit went off the rails quick.
Do y'all remember that one time I scored 37 in a faculty versus student game?
No,
You did
we
not
don't.
score
And that
30.
day, you don't even remember
And
that.
you didn't score 37.
27.
What's next, Wolf?
Like, make three shots and think he the man.
It was all threes, baby.
The Lord was on your side that day, throwing up prayers.
I was
Hey, he
lighted
scored
up.
6.5 points, and now he's
6.5.
talking about 37.
Cole was there. He
I don't know
knows.
if-
He knows.
Yeah, the only thing I remember is little A.J. Owens swatting your shot about 8 rows into the stands.
That's how you know you're a great one, because everyone remembers the bad things.
Zach
That's how
was
you know you're-
Zach
Oh,
was
got you.
3 had 9 points on
And then Owens is only 5'4".
Zach had 9 points on 3 of 47 shooting.
Yeah, I think it was like 9 for 11. Whoa,
Can't say that. Can't say
pause. Too early.
that. Too
Oh my
soon.
God.
All right, let's get into some of
Too
the
soon.
trade deadline fallout real quick before we move on from the NBA. Buddha, do you think after the trade deadline anybody actually improved their ceiling? I mean, we talked about AD getting moved to the Wizards. Nobody cares about the Wizards. That's a throwaway. They got Trae Young, but if you believing in Trae Young at this point, after what he's shown, I think you're just foolish as anybody else. You got anybody in mind that actually got better?
I would say the Celtics with the Nikola Vucevic
I
pick.
like that one.
You know, he's a good big guy. I think they got rid of the unicorns, whatever. Christoph Porzingis for him, whatever. But that was a good pickup, you know. With him, Jaylen Brown, and I feel like Derek
Porzingis
White,
is with
a
the
good
Hawks.
Yeah, he
facilitator.
been gone.
With him, he can do it all. You know, he can score, rebound, you know, make the right plays on the passes and all that. Then you combine that with Jason Tatum. If he comes back this season, I think that'd be a nice combo with him, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Vucevic, and you got Derek White running the point guard. That'll be a tough matchup. And they second in the East. So, I mean, they doing that without one of your superstars. You know, that's tough for that. That's tough in the East when you got the Pistons, the Knicks. The Knicks, that's one team I don't believe in either. The Knicks, but you know, besides the Cavs, the Boston Celtics, and the Pistons, they ain't really got nobody. And I feel like that's one of the teams that when they got Vucevic, they improved a lot.
I can agree with you on that one. Zach, you got anybody in mind? Before that, Buddha, you mentioned Kristaps Porzingis. He got picked up, or the Warriors traded for Kristaps.
Warriors. Yep.
Mm. Interesting.
That was my pick. That was my pick. Porzingis to the Warriors is
I'll keep it.
7-3 with a jumper with Steph Curry is scary.
I
keep it very
I feel like
simple.
once we ain't talking about this. Go
No,
ahead.
Go ahead. You're good.
I was just saying, without Jimmy Butler, that was a big loss for him, and I don't really see them making no
Yeah.
noise. So if they would have had Jimmy Butler, Steph, Kristoff, and, you know, Draymond gonna be Draymond on the court, so that would have been a good. But they lost him, and yeah, they ain't gonna be the same without it. They ain't gonna be the same team as they could have been if they would have had all them three.
And that's the thing with that move. I mean, you got Steph, who misses a chunk of time every season, it seemed like. Kristaps got a long injury history, so we'll see if it ends up paying off for him. They got rid of Kuminga and Buddy Hield. I like Buddy Hield. He's a little streaky at times, but when that light is green, it's bright green.
Boy was a Norman assassin at OU.
Yes, he
boy.
was.
I
Yeah,
feel
he
like
was.
they
He's first-
didn't give.
I think without Jimmy Butler having a Buddy Hield is kind of pointless.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
And this is why I say that, because I feel like the Warriors, of course, Steph is labeled as a point guard, but does he really play point guard? No, he doesn't. And I really feel like Jimmy Butler played that role of the point forward who kind of initiates the
Mhm.
offense, and Steph kind of find the ball and to score and all that. So losing Jimmy Butler is like Buddha said, that's a key piece, man, because you can run your offense through Jimmy Butler and he can get everybody else involved. So that made it a lot easier on Steph. But now that he's not there, who runs the offense?
They ain't really got nobody that can get a bucket without, you know, he can get his bucket on his own. They ain't got nobody over there like that.
I guess you give it to that little guy, the little redhead kid.
Hill Pods?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess he supposed to initiate the offense. I just don't see it happening. I don't think they're gonna do anything, man. Maybe next year when Jimmy Butler get back, if you can have Jimmy Butler, Steph, and a healthy Porzingis, they could get scary.
I mean, they are playing the Spurs tonight. What y'all think the score gonna be?
I don't know. Spurs been playing pretty good, bro. They just beat the
Spurs
dog
win
water
by
out of LA
20.
last night.
It ain't gonna be good.
They beat the brakes off of Wemby had 25 in like the first 8 minutes yesterday.
Facts. That first quarter, he went
Don't
crazy.
put no money on no game with Wemby because he will disappoint you.
Sound personal.
Yeah, he will go ghost.
It sounds personal.
But, bro, you had 25 in the first quarter and you only end up with 40?
Yeah, I mean, they were coasting at that point.
That's load management.
Yeah, but still,
Did you say only
man,
end
my
up
guy
with
going-
40?
If my guy got 25 in the first, we going for Kobe.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Let's make history.
Nah, for real.
Cole, let me ask you, am I cooking or am I capping? The Cavaliers trading for James Harden puts them in the NBA Finals.
Ooh.
I really don't believe in the East this year. If you want me to be honest, like, I don't feel like there's that team in the East where you're just like, they can't be beat. I think James Harden has playoff experience. I think he has longevity experience as far as playing a full season and then going into the playoffs. And I think the dude can score the basketball. And like I stated earlier, with the team behind him that likes to play defense, I don't think you're capping. I'd like to know who challenges him. And if we're, I'm not trying to be funny here. If we're depending on the Pistons to do that in the East, I'm not scared of that. I'm not scared of that matchup. None of them have ever won more than, none of them have ever won more than 20 games in the last decade. So,
what James Harden?
Go ahead.
What James Harden are they getting? Are they getting the James
Harden
last 3
years? 35, however old he is, James Harden is who they're getting.
Age, I think he's ready to go. Is he going to throw a hissy fit about minutes 10 games in and just sit himself? Or is he going to be a team player?
I don't know, man. I watched a
man,
full
you want that aggressive
bad
James
defensive
Harden. The
clip.
James Harden that's looking to score. If you don't get the James Harden that's looking to score,
yeah,
you ain't got yourself nothing over there, man. When he
I
just
watched a
want to sit
bad,
around and pass the ball like he did with Philly, that was horrible.
Yeah. I watched a bad reel of him playing defense this season in LA. Oh my God, he's so bad. I don't know who's worse, him or Luka.
They're right there.
He wanted to get out of there.
Look, man.
And if that's the case, if that's all you got to do. Who?
Nah, for real.
LeBron throwing his head up in there for that. And that's my favorite player ever, but my guy does not like to play any defense anymore.
No, if it ain't no chase down block, you can miss him on that.
Yeah.
He's 45. What do you want him to do?
Yeah, but still, man. He's 45, but hey, he's still athletic as hell.
I'm enjoying him being
it just hurts.
We're not going to have a lot left.
No, Wolf, I don't think
he's
you're
going up
capping
there to get it.
To be clear.
One thing I will say, I've said for years, if you're depending on James Harden or Luka Doncic to win you a championship, keep dreaming. Anytime your best player or Trae Young, he falls into that category too. If your best player is a liability on defense, you ain't winning the championship, brother. Just ain't happening.
I call cap on that.
I'll say Steph Curry.
I'm about to say Steph Curry.
I mean, Steph ain't
he's
not great, but he's not like James Harden bad. Steph will at least foul somebody.
He's trying.
I mean, you got
he ain't. He's not.
I don't mean like he's not a it's a difference between being a bad defender and just like being a liability. Like you give them a better chance of scoring because you're out there. That's just how I feel. I think I like the Cavaliers. I like what they had going on. I think this was desperate. I think the James Harden trade was desperate. I don't think they needed it.
It's a win
it
now
definitely
thing.
was a win now thing.
That's what I think. That trade was a win
100%.
now.
And I know at some point you got to worry about paying all these young guys. But I mean, come on, you got a better shot, I think, winning the ring this year, or at least getting to the finals with Darius Garland versus James Harden.
Yeah, I was really surprised to see that's who they gave up for James Harden.
Yeah, exactly.
So is that like an internal beef there somewhere that just couldn't be mended? Was it we think James Harden is that much better than Darius Garland? But Darius Garland's injury prone too.
That's true.
Yeah, I was going to say he's been hurt a lot.
Yeah.
So
I feel like Jay said, if you can get that aggressive James Harden that's trying to score, that's going to open it up for you. Got another star on our spider. He's going to go crazy if James Harden get aggressive again like he was. That'll be a good thing. Like I see them too. I think they're better.
The first 2 games that they played together, they've looked really good together.
I think them are better too than Darius and Spider. To be honest, them are better too.
Because what you got to realize too is the NBA is a help defensive league. So somebody's getting beat off the drive because it's the NBA. When they do, somebody's going to come help, and they're going to kick it. Well, Spider is the dude that can beat people to the cup, and when people collapse to help, James Harden is a great piece to kick the ball to, because that's what James Harden does. He can catch and shoot, and he can create his own shot. So that's where I see that being very beneficial. I mean, who do you want to kick the ball to, James Harden, or do you want to kick the ball to Darius Garland? So I kind of see Darius Garland and Spider maybe not being so complimentary because their skill set's pretty similar. If that makes
makes
sense
a lot of
at all.
sense.
Yeah, for
Right,
sure.
right.
Another thing I don't like about the Cavs, every time I watch that game, man, I gotta sit there and look at my old lady on the sideline, Coco Jones. I'm tired of looking at this.
Man,
Watch his game. I don't care about
Yeah.
him proposing to her.
Oh,
He
Whoa.
shouldn't be doing it. She need to come home.
you missing her?
The
my
Lord is my shepherd. He know what I want.
I
God.
don't have Spider sending somebody over there.
Who's Coco?
Did you hear Zal? Did you hear Dal? He said, who's
Come
Coco
on,
Jones?
I know you're not being serious.
I never heard of her.
Moving right along.
God,
She's a singer, Zach. She's a very talented R&B singer who happens.
She sung the national anthem
No,
at
she
the Super
sang
Bowl.
"Lift Every
I'll have
Voice."
to Google it.
"Lift Every Voice" is what she sang.
I'll
But
have to Google
she's
it.
very talented, and she happens
You
to
sure
be
have to Google.
very good looking. All right, guys, that'll wrap us up for the NBA.
Very attractive.
attractive. Moving right along, we're going to stay on the hardwood, and we're going to get into a little bit of college hoops. We don't have to stay here too long. We know things really get heated in March. We're deep in conference play, though. Resumes starting to stack up, stats jumping off the page. Buddha, I want to ask you, who is built for March right now? But before you answer that, I want to ask, what does that mean to you? What does being built for March mean as a basketball team?
We don't want to hear nothing about no tick.
Man, I'm not worried about them. I would say the team that would be built for March is like an example. Arizona, that just lost their first loss to Kansas, which that's not a bad loss. And Kansas beat them without their best player, which is, crazy. Which they played in Kansas. That's a hard place to play in. But get your losses early out the way, so you can learn from your mistakes and what you did wrong on the way. Because you ain't gonna be playing at home when you're in March Madness. So I feel like that was a good loss for them. And it'll help them come closer when March comes, and they'll be ready for March Madness. So I feel like that's a team that's built for March. Get your losses out the way. That's only their first loss, and they came to Kansas. So I don't feel like that's a bad loss because they beat them. Kansas beat them without their number one player. So that's a team that'll be built for March. I think they'll Elite Eight, if not Final Four team, Arizona.
Okay. Coach Cole, I want you to answer the question. Give me your definition of being built for March.
Being built for March, for me, it's like peaking at the right time. I do agree with what Buddha said as far as getting some losses early, but I disagree when he said that's a good loss. Like you said, they lost to Kansas without their best player. Well, I've watched more college basketball this year than I have in a long time, and this is the worst the worst Kansas team I've seen in a while, in my opinion. I got to watch them play, maybe it's Baylor earlier this year, and
Don't do
for
that.
a stretch there, I was thinking that's the worst Baylor team I've seen in a while, because Baylor's been very competitive in men's college basketball, but I wasn't overly impressed by Kansas either. And then they're doing that without their best player. It kind of made me scratch my head. Yeah, I get it was at Kansas, but what's his name from Kansas? Lost a lot of respect from me here lately, because I think they played BYU recently, and he didn't play
You never
versus
know when he
AJ
gonna
Cadet.
play.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
didn't play versus them. He didn't play versus a potential number
No, he
one pick.
played. He
Then
played.
Or maybe he didn't play in the second half.
I don't think he played the second half.
And
No,
then
yeah, that's what it was. He didn't play the second half.
And then he goes and plays the number one team in the country and don't play at all. Like, to me, like, dogs gonna play dogs. End of discussion. That's why kids go to Duke and Carolina to play those type of games. I think that I didn't get to watch it live, but for some reason or another they had the game on again, like the next day of that Duke Carolina game, and I sat here in my living room and watched that. Those two teams, active combatants, and I don't know if it's just because of the nature of that rivalry or what. Carlos Boozer kid, Cam, real deal. He's a bull. And then boy from
Caleb
North
Wilson.
Carolina, oh my God.
Okay,
I ain't watched him all year until I got to watch that game. Like his game a lot.
You've been missing out.
And yeah, I
been
have,
missing out.
because he does it on both ends of the court, and I mean, I watched him throw Cam Boozer stuff to half court out and score 18. Like at one point, he was like had scored 13 of their last 18 points and kept Carolina into the game, and then essentially Carolina ended up winning the game on like a buzzer beater. But teams like that who play in competition games like that, who got a marquee player like those two players, those are teams built for March. Now, does that mean they're going to go to the Elite Eight or the Final Four? No, because then you got to think about there's always that University Houston team or somebody like that that's just full of rabid dogs and live for moments like that. So I think it's interesting. I kind of think Arizona's a little overhyped, and that's no knock on Buddha's take. I think that year they had DeAndre Ayton, and he went number 1 pick overall, whatever. They're supposed to be really good. Well, didn't he go to Arizona?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were supposed to be really good, and they got bounced in the round of 32 or something crazy. Like they lost a game they shouldn't have.
Yeah,
For some reason or another, I see that same kind of team who's good all year, and then when it gets to nut cutting time, they don't show. They don't show up. If like you said, playing at Kansas, that's a difficult place to play. Playing in a tournament or every game is going to be like that. So if you're failing to a team like Kansas without their best player, I think Arizona struggles.
I feel like with Kansas, all they talk about is that Patterson kid, but they got more than just him on there. They got scores on there. 4 out of their 5 stars without him was in double
when he
figures
on the
last
floor,
night.
man, it's just different.
No, I agree.
Yeah, but it's a guy.
Get on the floor. Well,
I'm gonna say this
I don't know
real
what's
quick
going
too,
on.
though.
Why he not there?
That sounds like his cramping.
But
I guess he got
he's
cramping
there,
issues.
He is lightning in a bottle.
Jay, do you trust?
I think this is gonna be
instant buckets.
Jay, do you trust Kansas in
When he
this?
was playing BYU versus AJ the Monster, bro, he was killing BYU in that first half, and then the second half he just don't show up.
Jay, do you trust Kansas in the Sweet 16?
This thing about Arizona. Oh, go ahead.
You hear me, Jay?
What'd you say, Will?
Would you say you trust Kansas in the Sweet 16?
No.
Ooh, that was quick. Didn't even have to think about it.
Give me North Carolina, baby.
Okay. Zach, give me
I'm with you on that.
Zach, give me a top 10 team that you don't trust right now.
Oh, shit. Man, y'all kind of kill me with that Arizona pick. Top 10? Run through the top 10 if you got it real quick, and I'll tell you who I don't trust.
Ooh, Kansas is in there.
I got it.
You got
We got number 1, Arizona. Number 2, Michigan. Number 3, Houston. 4, Duke. 5, Iowa State. 6, UConn. 7, Nebraska. 8, Illinois. 9, Kansas. 10, Michigan State.
I'm going to go with the team that, and I haven't watched Nebraska play once this season, but I got to see it to believe it. Their top 10, they got to be fraudulent. There's no basketball being played in Nebraska.
21 Hey, they 21-2.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, I'm about to say they won a ton of games.
I don't care. I don't care at all. I give you some sleepers that have some interesting resumes that I've seen and was impressed by. Tennessee, I don't know if they're still ranked, but I got to watch them play. It was early in the season, but they were looking pretty scary. And then this is going to kill me to say because Baylor's awful. TCU has a pretty impressive resume. They've beaten a couple top 10 teams throughout the year, and they could be dangerous in the tournament.
Yeah, they'll do great in the NIT.
Hell yeah, they may win that thing. But I'll tell you, so I watch a lot tournament play. The things that I see, the people that win championships are depth, defense, and the main thing is when you get to those 3-4 minute just dead, no one scoring points, you got to have 2 guys that can just fabricate a bucket because you're playing a team that you're not used to, and obviously if shots are off and it's just getting kind of, you see those 58-62 games, you got to get a dog that can just go, hey, I'm gonna go do it myself until my team catches up.
I agree 100% with that part, and that's why I'm big on North Carolina. They got what's the dude's name from Carolina that y'all just said was a dog?
Caleb Wilson.
Him, and then they got the transfer, the big white guy who plays down low versus Duke. He was scoreless for like the first half, and then out of nowhere, 10 points, boom, 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 and then he's getting stops defensively versus Cam Boozer, who's projected to be a top 3 pick for sure, maybe even possibly number 1. So, and you're talking about getting buckets. Those 2 can score almost at will. And they play tough games. They're in the ACC, and that's a league full of blue blood. So
yeah,
I think this year will be the most interesting March Madness we've had in a while, at least. Maybe since like Zion and them being at Duke. We got some big names.
A lot of young names.
Hey, man, you can't sleep on U of H.
That dude, they're so
is really good.
I feel like that was an easy pick.
Kingston Fleming.
Dude, they're
that's
so
definitely
good.
an easy pick, but damn, guys,
I can't have them.
Freshman is a dog.
The way they play defense, the tenacity they have on defense every year, year in, year out, bro. The coach knows what he wants when he recruiting kids.
Kelvin Sampson is a dude.
If you want to come to U of H,
he's a dude.
Facts.
And hey, I watched this thing during the off season, and when you got your 7-foot center out there running 6-minute miles, buddy,
different breed.
Buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, I hate that so much.
But I like U of H a lot.
Would you say you think U of H is a lock for the Final Four?
If not, who is?
I don't think anybody's a lock. Yeah, I don't think anything's a lock.
I wouldn't say a lock, but they're definitely.
If you would have said the Elite Eight, then I would have said yeah. But damn,
oh baby,
they definitely Elite Eight.
Way too early Final Four predictions. Let me ask you this, because nobody has mentioned these guys. The Duke Blue Devils.
What I've just been sitting there talking about.
I'm sorry.
I thought y'all was talking about North Carolina. My bad.
I was talking about North Carolina, but I was agreeing with Duke being just as good.
Gotcha.
With teams like that,
I don't like those.
Sweet 16. The teams that are supposed to be there every year, I'll start watching them when they're in the Sweet 16.
See, I like watching them play against them teams you never heard of, and then I like to see how those games go.
When they
then
do
somebody
lose.
Creep up. Yeah,
that's a good point.
Right, we got a little ways to go before March. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait for March Madness. I will be tuned in. We might have a little bracketology, a little something on the pod. Get into. Little competition.
I'll be watching the NIT.
Yeah, you do that
because that's where we're headed, baby.
Hey, one thing about those tournaments, they always play in like Hawaii or some wild destination, maybe in the Dominican Republic. Like these some losers. Why y'all taking them to these nice places to go play for a loser trophy?
Yeah.
Jeez.
So if you didn't. I'm just saying, Zach, I'm sorry. I know Baylor is a loser team this year, but hey, next year's gonna be y'all year, right? Just like them Cowboys.
Supposed to be decent.
Just like them Cowboys.
Back, man. They always bounce back.
Well, I heard you try to sneak some words in there. No.
I heard.
Don't deflect.
I heard something too.
No, I said John Wayne was a Cowboy.
No.
Duke. Yeah, he was.
Hey, Wide Earp and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
See, you just always.
Hey, you can't take away 2021.
Anyways,
from
fellas,
because you was
take away.
Yeah. I know it's a few things you wish we could take away, but anyway, let's move right along and get into the Super Bowl and some of that, some of the Super Bowl fallout. For me personally, I'm gonna get this out the way right now.
Have a great day. You gotta go.
No.
Boy, you ain't going nowhere.
You glued them pasty ass cheeks right there to that chair, baby.
Hey, racist. That's racist.
Let's get into some Super Bowl fallout. I just want to get this out of the way right now. I got a little something to get off my chest. The game for me was so fun to watch personally because we screamed on this podcast, fraud alert on the Patriots all season long. I don't care if they made it to the conference championship, to be 100% with you. Anybody with a pair of eyes that can see knew that they did not belong in the damn Super Bowl. And I'll go as far as saying they wasn't even a top 3 team in the AFC. That's where I'm leaving it. If anybody want to take the floor, you're welcome to. Otherwise, we can move right along. I just had to get that off my heart.
I don't think you missed anything there, buddy.
I appreciate it.
Let me say this.
Don't
man,
piss
I
me
harped
off,
on
Jay.
it and harped on it. If you've been a fan of my podcast, you know I've said, if Kenneth Walker has a good game, Seattle is not going to lose.
100%.
And what happens in this game? New England,
he went nuts.
They stopped him in spurts, but hey, man, you got to stop him all game. Kenneth Walker got Super Bowl MVP for a reason, man. He balled. And when I say he probably the closest thing to Le'Veon Bell in this game, bro, it was a lot of patient runs that I seen as far as like him just waiting on this block and just what now?
Go ahead.
Kenneth Walker had 75 yards in the second quarter. When was he being stopped?
Early on.
God.
The first 2 times he touched the ball.
It came in spurts, man. But hey,
Golly.
man, Kevin Walker, if he's gone, Seattle, they're not gonna lose.
And the thing
Especially in
that
no game like that. And Sam Darnold missed. He played decent, but he missed on a bunch of throws.
he did, he was under a lot of pressure too, though.
Yeah, for sure. It was New England was sending both teams.
They was both sending that gas. God,
Yeah.
They both sent some heat in there. And one thing I want to
disagree.
say, like Christian Gonzalez was the best
Dude.
defensive player on the field.
Yeah, he's good.
But
He's good.
like one of those plays, Sam Darnold threw it too late. It was like a post route.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like hanging in the
JC.
air. Yeah.
Oh,
Almost
my
picked
God.
it. Should have been a pick.
And Christian Gonzalez almost picked it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah, for
recovered.
Then, somebody ran a drag route across the middle of the field, and Christian Gonzalez is him. It was Cooper Kupp. He's in his hip pocket. They threw it, and he breaks it up. Man, Christian Gonzalez.
To be
if
fair,
y'all didn't think he was a top 5 corner, he put it on display.
no, he's a dog.
Don't
But
forget
to
about
be
him.
fair, you talking about 4'7", 40 running ass Cooper Kupp. Just throwing that out there. Not to discredit Christian. He's a dog. He played
man,
well.
you
Yeah.
can say what you
Next
want to
thing
say.
you know,
done
we'll say Jerry Rice ain't good either, Wolf. Just keep talking.
Hey, you can say what you want to say or however fast he is. Cooper Kupp in the slot is still dangerous.
Mhm.
You
I don't
right.
care who's out there.
I still got
That's where
respect
he
for Cooper
was.
Kupp. I
In the slot
respect him.
running a drag route, he still gotta get on top of him on top of that route.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Coach Cole, what you got?
I got some questions that need to be answered immediately. All you whack ass Patriots fans, I've been checking comments since the Super Bowl, and the only person who's stood up has been Dylan Reed. The rest of you, frauds, crickets. Now,
Hey,
Drake
ain't
May?
said a word.
Drake?
I've been here this whole time.
Drake May?
One, let's not get it twisted. I'm not a Patriots fan.
No. You don't. No.
Drake May.
Second MVP vote.
Because he got to play it. Because he got to play a JV schedule all year. Gets to the playoffs and gets broke down Broncos without Bo Nix. Gets C.J. Stroud in a snowstorm with 400 interceptions. And this is the guy that y'all chose to win the Super Bowl? He was going to lead y'all to the Super Bowl? And I'm saying y'all because that's who you was riding with.
He was seeing ghosts, Cole.
And then Dylan Reed had the nerve to come up talking about QBR. I don't give a damn.
You were just praising Dylan.
Like I told him,
and-
this ain't money ball.
you were just
QBR don't
praising
mean nothing
Dylan.
to me.
Dylan didn't
I
run
don't care
from
that he had it. I said he's the only one who he's the only one who stood up. So I'm just addressing it now. But QBR don't mean nothing to me. And we're talking about he had a better QBR than Sam Darnold. Is that the standard now? Is Sam Darnold second in the MVP voting? And then
wait, are we talking about on the season
QBR than
or
Sam?
was he talking about the regular season?
I think he meant in the game, in the
Okay,
Super Bowl
well,
game.
if anybody with eyes saw that game and thought Drake May played better than Sam Darnold, then you're stupid.
Exactly. That's why QBR no longer means anything to me, because I thought Drake May missed so many throws even when there wasn't pressure.
Yes.
I thought Drake May looked
And
terrible.
one
I thought he
thing I
looked
can
very
say,
bad.
Thing that I hadn't seen much of was Sam Darnold escaping ability. He got out of some spots and got down the field and got some first downs where you was like, damn, that hurts.
He's athletic.
Yeah, he made some moves on
He's not. He don't look very athletic, but he got out of some places where he showed
did.
some athleticism when he needed to.
And do y'all remember, and y'all can go check receipts early, maybe even during mini camp and stuff, I said Will Campbell ain't no tackle.
You did.
I said that
sure
before any playoff mismatches, all of that. Will Campbell ain't no tackle. And I said there's guys that play that same position that are built like bodybuilders and Greek gods. They ain't built like Will Campbell. In the last 3 weeks, you've seen why he's not a tackle. And then all of a sudden, he comes in interviews and says, oh, I need to get my emotions together. I agree with that. Like, collect yourselves to come back. And then we're going to say, oh, the torn ligament in my knee, I'm not making excuses. Then why did you bring it up? Because the knee wasn't torn when homeboy ran through your face. That wasn't no knee problem.
Hey,
Straight
the
men
whole
had
time the Seattle was looking at the game film tape, they were doing like this.
Barbecue chicken.
licking
Coach,
their
I need to play.
Hey,
I need to play right
ooh-wee.
side defensive end this week.
God, dog.
Now, I think a lot of what you guys have said answered my next question. I was going to ask if you guys thought this came down to coaching adjustments or not, and obviously it did. We said that.
I think so.
I think everybody in America knew. I do, and I love Mike Vrabel. He's a great players coach. He was a great defensive mind. I mean, for God's sakes, he took Ryan Tannehill to the AFC Championship one year. Now he just did it with terrible ass Drake May.
Derrick
But
Henry did.
that's besides the point. I know he's not calling offense. That's Josh McDaniel. He's been there, done that. He's supposed to be the great Patriots, play caller that gets so much credit. But when it mattered, they didn't adjust. They couldn't do anything with that pass rush. They hardly got the run going. Drake May was uncomfortable. He was seeing ghosts, as the Patriots fans love to say about Sam Darnold. But on the other side of the ball, you saw the Seahawks do the opposite. They got the run going. They got Sam Darnold in the winning positions. They threw a lot out of 12 and 13 personnel, which they did a lot during the season. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think a lot of it did come down to game adjustments and play calling. But Zach, if you feel another way, let me know, brother.
Well, they did make adjustments. They started throwing quick screens to kind of offset that pass rush, and the linebackers in the secondary were just running to the ball. I think you saw two great defenses, and then you saw two offenses, one that could run the ball, and you had a quarterback that can control the clock and not make mistakes. And honestly, I mean, it was 9-0 in the half. Patriots couldn't run for anything. And, I think Stevenson had a decent day. But once you have constant pressure and you get to where you're like in a 2-score situation late in the second half, teams get desperate, man. Like there was one pick that Drake May threw where I'm like, where's he throwing that ball at? But it's either
Right
that
in
or
the middle
take
of the
another
field.
sack.
Yeah.
It's either that or take another sack. So it's like, I think
My thing
better
is-
keep one.
My
For
thing
sure.
is this too. Yeah. Drake May's fairly athletic.
Yeah.
Yes, we agree.
Yeah.
He's fairly
I think
athletic.
he
bust
led the
Why-
league in rushing.
Why at no point did we see like them put a tight end over there to help Will Campbell, and then let's run some boots and some sprint outs with our guys that can move a little bit. But instead, you kept Will Campbell over there isolated, living his worst nightmare. And if he was hurt, and the coaching staff knew about that,
Shame on you.
and you kept him one-on-one with those demons over there in Seattle, it just
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense to me.
Hey,
He's
they
young.
over there
He's already
swabbing
young.
everything out there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Like, and we say Josh McDaniel's a great play caller and stuff, but like to me, that's a sitting on my couch watching the game easy adjustment of something that we could have did. That just to me, we never even that wasn't even a thought.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Man,
they didn't
another
want to
thing I
bring
wanna
another
say-
guy to the box or what, but what they were doing wasn't working either.
Another thing I want to say is now that I kind of had said it earlier. Hey man, their receiving core over there in New England isn't the best, and it got exposed. If Stephon Diggs is your best receiver in today's game, your receiving core is not very good.
You know how many Patriots fans I saw claiming he was just about to go crazy? I was like, what are we talking about? Like, Stephon Diggs ain't caught a pass for longer than 20 yards in like 3 seasons. Come on now.
Yeah,
I mean,
Then,
I think Drake May got
Kayshon
exposed.
Boutte, he had some good playoff games, but hey, and when you put a guy like Tariq Woolen on him, 6'4", who can run with him, it gets different.
Yeah, they got him
Hey,
in with a
UTSA
spoon,
guy.
huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
they
Witherspoon,
got-
but Witherspoon, they use him all over the place in that Super Bowl. He
Mhm.
blitzed.
Yeah, he had a
played
couple
in
sacks.
the nickel. He played corner on the outside. But Witherspoon is a dog. He's another one of those. I say top 10 corner. He's really good. The thing about Witherspoon, he can do anything in that backfield. He
I
was
think
that Swiss Army knife.
at the end of the day, Drake May got exposed. I think this is not a repeated success into next year. I think that New England's going to struggle next year. I think this draft is pivotal for them going forward. But if they don't get better help up front. Drake May can't get better when he plays teams like that because there's already an easy
They
recipe.
won't have the easy schedule next year.
Exactly. They don't get to play that easy schedule. Bo Nix will be back. I hate giving the Broncos any props, but that's just facts. And it's an easy game plan. Heat his ass up and see what he can do then.
Man, I watched the video today of Julian Love, the one that caught that interception when I think he was in the middle of the field. And I was watching the video where he dropped the first one. And I think he been studying watching film because he every time he dropped back, he glitch and before he throw it. And he already knew when he caught that interception, he's he knew where he was going with it. Basically, he was what do you call it? Telegraphing the pass, basically. And he called that pick. I was watching the video and he was saying something gave him, I feel a little bit of shade, he ain't a blind thrower like Matthew Stafford. And he said that after he caught the pick, and I was like, oh man. I mean, that is true. You see why he got MVP.
He was saying Drake May takes a big gather step before he's about to chunk it deep.
Mm-hmm.
What you guys say?
So Cole is right in some things. I don't think he got exposed. I think that pass rush was relentless, and he had nowhere to go.
No doubt.
He's in year 2, but here's where Cole's right, and I don't know if it could be with the schedule. It could be with just their lack of talent. But we talked about this earlier in the year. Teams that lose the Super Bowl, they never have a good set next year. So the math is just against them. And then you have the number 1 schedule where you're going to have to play a bunch of harder teams. So I don't know. Yeah. He's going to have to grow. They're going to have to answer some offensive line issues. Mm-hmm. But the odds are stacked against them already.
I mean, the one good thing for them is they got almost $43 million in cap space.
They're top 5 in cap space. You're absolutely right. That's the one thing they have.
Them, and you know what's crazy? No, so the Patriots are close to the top 10 in cap space. You want to know who's top? You want to know who's top 6?
We don't care about the Texans. We don't care.
The Seahawks, sucker.
Yeah, they got 70 million, I think. 70 something. I think they got I seen they got 70.
Over 70 million in cap space.
They got a lot of money over there.
That's
crazy. They got a lot of big free agents coming up too.
Yeah, Kenneth Walker's going to have to get paid. If Sam Darnold is hey, I like this winning stuff, and he takes a team-friendly deal, that could be a dangerous team going forward.
He could restructure because he's on I think they signed him for 3 years.
Okay.
Was his contract.
Imagine if Seattle goes and gets a Robin to go with Batman over there at JSN. I know we're talking about.
I don't know why they wouldn't.
I know we're talking about Shaheed earlier this year, and
he's
he
a free
electric.
agent.
I could see him walking. Just be honest with you, I could. I'm not saying he will, but if they go get a legit number 2,
AJ Brown,
he's cancerous. He's cancerous.
You did say Batman is Robin.
Hey man, he must not.
Hey, we've already seen he doesn't like friendly competition. It's the AJ Brown show.
Before we wrap up, Zach, since you were high on the Patriots, I'm gonna ask you: is what we saw in the Super Bowl fixable in one off season? I know it's a lot of moving parts, free agency. We don't know exactly who's about to be, free and who's gonna get traded. But from what we saw and what we know right now today, is this fixable in one off season?
I mean, with Vrabel, it's absolutely fixable. But then it goes back to Cole's point. Next year is going to be completely different. So, and I'm not saying they won't make the playoffs. I'm not saying Drake May won't take a big jump, but there is no going to be schedule talk next year because they're playing the other division winners week in, week out.
Yeah, but
and if they get paired up with an AFC West / NFC North,
I know they got the NFC West for sure. I know they got the Broncos and the Chiefs on the schedule.
Okay, yeah. So,
I don't know when Mahomes going to be back, but I'm sorry,
it's
AFC
so hard.
West.
It's so hard in the NFL to go to say this is a certainty year to year because, we see new teams come up every time. But they had a great run, man. It was fun watching them. They made it to the Super Bowl. So I would tip my hat to them. And I don't know. We'll see. Maybe them Cowboys.
Buddy, shut up. I think the Patriots next year are going to be just like another team that you were very high on coming into the season. I think the Patriots, they're going to be next year's Commanders, brother.
Oh, my God. Why would you do that to my boy Jaden? He hadn't done anything wrong.
He ain't done nothing wrong. He just needed that MRI to fix his knee.
I need his elbow to not look like that.
And his mama needs to take a back seat. That's the problem. His mama
he gonna thank his mama when he ain't run his car into the club or whatever these kids doing these days. Everybody getting arrested, chasing after girls, getting dragged out, around the streets by the police. He
Not
gonna look
Jay.
back and be like, "Damn, I'm glad I had my mama."
Yeah, Jaden's a good kid.
I just don't get it.
You don't get
I
what?
don't get it, man. Why?
Oh, do people do this
Why?
foolishness?
Yes.
My foolishness?
For love, baby, for love. Talking about what's his name? Pierce. What's the linebacker name for the
Yeah,
Falcons?
from the Falcons. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And girl,
Don't get me started. I've already said
Cast-
enough on that
cast a
topic.
spell on him. Yeah, we ain't got to get into it. But Buddha, as far as the Seahawks go, can you see him repeating?
If they I can see them being in the
Come
NFC
on now.
Championship.
It's
That
a
wasn't a
yes or
question.
no question, buddy.
Nah. It'd be somebody different next year. Nah.
Dang.
Respect.
Why? Why can't you see that? That defense, like we just said, was crazy. They got
man.
cap space to get more.
I'm gonna go with the Rams though. If
I was about to say that man coming back.
I'd ride with the Rams.
MVP, baby.
Ride with who you really want to ride with.
Boy, if you say the
Philly,
Giants, I'm
baby.
ending this pod right now.
Oh my God. And we almost made it. We
Y'all
almost
How did we
made it.
get so
Y'all
close, man?
just lost the best coach on y'all's team. I don't want to hear nothing about Philly.
Hey, man, it's time for a new face, man.
Hey, hold on. You talking about the O-line coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm hearing he had a lot to do with all those gems you guys drafted. And
Yeah,
he's out
buddy.
the door.
My ladder is one.
All that
for
Howie
sure.
talk.
The
All that
O-line,
Howie talk.
I'm hearing he had a lot to do with that.
Nah, definitely with the O-line. Our line been good because of him. And
Yeah.
those late round guys that end up being really good, it's all him.
Yeah. Hate to see him go, huh?
Damn.
Yeah, it hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I put it
I
in the
hate that
group
I-
messages, bro. I was ready to cry.
I hate
I
that I
had
brought
put
that
that-
up.
I had put that crying emoji, a dude crying emoji when I put it in the group. I was hurt. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, man,
Too
some
bad.
people don't think it be like that, but it do. We almost made it a
One
whole
thing to say,
episode.
quick,
Go for
to
it.
my Patriots fans, we flew too close to the sun. We got burned. So now we're going to have to fall back to earth.
You got your ass roasted is what you did.
We got a little roasted.
A little
We're still-
hell.
A lot. Everybody called that a score was a
A
blowout.
lot
We
of
was all right.
roasted. Y'all was
It was a
Nothing
fun
but
ride,
ashes.
though.
Nothing but ashes.
It was a fun
left.
ride.
Yeah. We almost made it a whole episode without bringing up the Eagles, but should have known better.
Got to be a
Yeah, I know
record.
that wasn't gonna happen.
All right, real quick before we wrap up, fellas, I want to ask you something and try to make it snappy. We're already over an hour. Zach, 5 years from now, what's the headline from this Super Bowl?
It's got to be about Sam Darnold. I mean, obviously it was I wouldn't say it was lackluster, but it wasn't a lot of key moments. I mean, real slow defensive game, and then just the better team pulled it out at the end. But Sam Darnold's journey as a whole, being written off, going to several different teams, seeing ghosts, and then beating your AFC East rival that was once a dominant franchise. I mean, they make movies about that stuff, so it's got to be about Sam.
I like it. A redemption story. Moving forward, you got to say Sam Darnold, Super Bowl champion, baby.
Hell yeah. Shout out Tap, man. I know he's
Can't take it
pumped.
away from him. Buddha, 5 years from now, what's the headline for the Super Bowl?
The way that O-line played, that was horrible. That was one of
Who
the worst
O-line?
performances.
Which O-line? Pronouns, pal.
He said bad. He said bad, worst ever.
The New England
that's the
Patriots
answer.
O-line. And I'll say it was more that left side, which I don't get why you have two rookies on that side. Like they can't compliment somebody, put a veteran over there. Like I don't know. Like that was horrible. And I feel like that's what they could have done, which I know it's probably too late to change it in the playoffs, but I feel like what they could have had on the right side, just put another guy to accommodate two rookies, put a veteran or something they got over there, switch them. I don't know how that would have worked, but two rookies been on one side. They was getting whooped all postseasons. If they don't, I don't know how they perform in the next couple of years, but that's going down as that left side was the most horrible playoff performance ever by Will Campbell. I think he gave up the most pressure in NFL Super Bowl history. So that's going to go down already in the record books. That somebody else does worse after him.
Jay, 5 years from now, what's the headline from Super Bowl
5
60?
years from now, headline's gonna be Drake May looked horrible in his first time on the big stage. I think he comes back later, but right now it's gonna be Drake May looked horrible on his first time on the big stage. That daunting defense.
Hey,
holds
like that.
Drake May.
I
Coach
hate you
Cole,
guys.
5 years from now, what's the headline from this Super Bowl?
Seahawks best defensive performance since the 1985 Chicago Bears.
Damn.
Did we not just watch the Eagles last year?
No, shut up.
Jay, shut up.
Look, He might be on to something, guys.
What about the Seahawks against the Broncos?
Yeah, it was a great defense.
They
They didn't
did.
perform like we just watched.
Yeah, but bro, it was 35-0 in the third
I don't know.
quarter.
I don't
It's a
know if y'all
tight-
heard Buddha or not, so I'm gonna just go ahead and re-say what he just said.
Yeah, go
The
ahead.
most pressures in a Super Bowl ever.
Drake May
and
also had the most
also-
passing yards in the fourth quarter. That's a stat that'll stick.
That's
Thanks
because they
for
had
that,
no
Val.
choice. They had no choice but to air it out. They
Thanks, Val.
couldn't.
As-
You running the ball. That you trying to catch back
man.
up now. You got no choice but
Hey.
to air it out.
Hey, Dal, good take, buddy.
That's
Stats
one
are
of the
stats, it's all-
ones. You know, when you backed in a corner, you just got to throw. You just got to swing, fight back, baby. You just got to throw something out there, fight back. Well, yeah, Drake May had the most fourth quarter passing yards of all time.
I say that
while drinking yellow Gatorade and chewing blue bubble gum.
I say that because the Seahawks Broncos was like 43-8.
Yeah,
Okay.
they put Peyton Manning in a headlock.
Yeah, I mean that was all. They started out the game with a safety.
Hey,
Wasn't Peyton Manning
No, we talking
106
about
when he
the-
played in Denver?
the
Yeah.
Seahawks. I don't want to hear that best defense when the Seahawks played the Drake May and the Eagles played Pat Mahomes.
God,
Go
if
on
you
here.
bring up the Eagles again, you're getting muted.
I'll
It's not about
I'll
them.
allow it.
It's not about them.
I'll allow it in this
It
conversation.
was a beat up Kansas City team. No.
Who?
No.
Jay.
We'll save this for another day. We already an hour, 20 minutes into this thing. Fellas, I appreciate you. I got some bad news for you.
Don't say it. I already know. Don't say it.
The season ended on Sunday, but the next one started on Monday, baby. Everybody out there, drop
What
your
the-
picks for who's going to win in the tournament this year. March Madness is around the corner. Tell us who's going to get exposed in the NBA playoffs. Tell us what this Super Bowl actually meant to you and if it changed anything about the Patriots narrative all season. Until next time, keep stirring the pot, people.
Hey, man, y'all get y'all 2 early mock drafts ready. See who y'all going to draft.
Hey, and we will have some guest appearances coming up here in the near future.
Real